Dr. Julia Perideri. I am a scientist, businesswoman, and mom, and I am working with microalgae. And I'm here to tell you that microalgae can help the body heal itself. So within this cellular microenvironment, the three forces that are continuously interacting and forming the self-perpetuating cycle are the immune system, the microbiota, and the resident stem cells. So in chronic inflammation, you have the overactivated immune system. The immune response is actually very important. It does a lot of good for our body, except that it has to end. And problems start when it doesn't end, and that inflammation spreads, and there's more and more cells recruited, and the wound becomes bigger, right? Like if you scratch a bug bite, right? It grows, right? There you can see the red spot getting bigger and bigger. That's an ongoing inflammatory response. Whereas if you didn't scratch it, the immune response would come and go. And there might be a little bump in there, but it goes away. So when there's chronic inflammation like that, it reduces activity of cellular stem cells, right? It slows down their division. It hinders their differentiation into the right tissue types. And it also causes dysbiosis, right? Inflammation favors certain bacteria that may be pathogenic and negatively affects positive bacteria that might help your gut thrive. And dysbiosis itself can also affect stem cell function, which goes around and around and around. So what we want to do is deliver remedies that are multifunctional, that can actually get into each of those modalities and curb the inflammation, balance the microbiome, encourage growth of beneficial bacteria, as well as feed those stem cells to help repair tissues. So to effectively maintain this little cellular ecosystem, you need multifunctional approaches. So that's a whole food, right? So if you like to take multivitamins, that's wonderful, but just make sure that they are sourced from whole foods. They're not extracts, they're not synthetics, they're not, so that they are presented as, compressed dried beet powder, where it includes the vitamin you might need, but also other enzymes and cofactors that help the body utilize it, that help the cells break down that help the body use it. Western medicine tends to operate in a reductionist mindset, where we're looking for specific cellular mechanisms. So you have one molecule, you have one receptor, and they interact together, and it causes a reaction. Very predictable process. And that's basically what an extract might do, right? Depending if it's a crude extract, it might have multiple molecules in there. If it's a specific extract, it might have one molecule in there. But again, very predictable cellular effect. Which is good and bad. It's good in the sense that yes, it's predictable, you know how much you might need, what the combination you might need, but it's bad because we actually don't know all of the things that are going on in the cell. Yes, biology is growing, yes, we have more and more information, there's research all over the world trying to answer these questions, but what research has shown me is that the more we know, the more questions we have. That it is an infinite depth, especially when you're dealing with these dynamic cellular ecosystems, when there's multiple things moving back and forth. When you change one thing, you might change something else. And so a single molecule, an extract, might not really do much, or it might change something or flip a switch, but then there's 10 other switches that need to be flipped accordingly. And that's something like a cofactor might do, or like a complementary molecule or a protein that resides in a whole food but would not be present in an extract.